Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You know, actions speak louder than words. In this case, some people shoot themselves in the foot so hard that they will not be able to walk again. And this is the European Union. I think the European Union will probably implode. And will implode because of what a few people in Brussels decide for everybody else and decide how everybody else should live and what values everybody else should have. So those guys, I don't even know their names. I don't even know how they can have the authority to tell, let's say, a Romanian from a village that all of a sudden he has to go and tell a peasant, hey, you know what? You gotta address this person by his pronouns because he wants to be called this way. He's gonna be like incapable of understanding what is going on. What do you mean? And he's gonna be called bad. A peasant will be called a bad person because he's incapable of changing his traditions, his way of living, his values according to some people, I don't know, 1,000 kilometers or more away from wherever he lives. Can you imagine that? This is what happens, and the guys in charge actually, or that wanna be in charge, they are operating like this: money, so bribes, blackmail, and threats. You do what I tell you, I give you money. It's not their money. Remember, it's not their money. All right. You don't do that, I will not give you the money. I will not give you anything. I will sanction you. That's how it works in there, because they are the daddy and mommy of all the countries. And they tell the new countries, new nations, what the values are. The European values. Like, I don't know, the people in Romania, the peasants in Romania had no values. They didn't have European values. They had, what the fuck kind of values they had? I don't know. I know that as a direct example. Go and talk to peasants or people who live in villages, not that they're dumb or something, that's not what I'm implying, but they will not put up with the new idiocracy. So what's going on here? You have the daddy and the mommy at Brussels who give Ukraine, non-European Union member, 18 billion, more than that anyway, dollars, $18 billion to a country, non-European country, non-European, European Union country, so no member, but prevent Hungary from receiving $23 billion. Why? Because Hungary is not following orders. I'm going to tell you what exactly is part of the issues that Hungary has to do in order to receive the $23 billion. Ukraine doesn't have to do shit. It's going to just receive the 18 billion. You tell me how that's not going to implode at one point when some country is going to say, wait a minute. So this article comes from Sputnik and is from today, the 23rd of December 2022. This is the title: European Union's $23 billion for Hungary held back after Brussels nods $18 billion Ukraine package. Here, my Ukraine non-union member, $18 billion. No, my son, you can't have the $23 billion. Right? And Hungary is an equal among other countries in the European Union because they signed that they have to abide by the Brussels what? What if tomorrow they say we're going to put polygamy? We're going to be legal in European Union. You're not going to receive any money, Hungary, if you're not going to accept polygamy. What are you going to do, Hungary? What if they come with something else? What if they come up with, say, something, let's say they come with this policy where they say incest is not going to be a crime anymore. What are you going to do, Hungary? And I say, well, actually, incest is between two, you can bring the argument that incest is between two adults, consenting adults. Why not? I'm not talking about minors. I'm talking about, people who are adults, over 18 years of age, where they should live their life the way they want, without harming anybody. They're just going to have a little bit of hanky-panky with mommy or daddy or brother or sister, but we're over 18. What's your problem? What happens in the bedroom happens, you know what I mean? My rights. What about that? I'm not promoting that. I'm just giving you an example of how logic they try to, or lack of logic, they try to use in other instances, it can be used by others. Well, let's say I'm into zoophilia. Let's say I like my little, I don't know. You know what I mean? Why not? I'm an adult. That is an adult, is considered an adult, so why not? It doesn't bite me, agrees with that, doesn't oppose me, so why not? You see? But then, oh my God, Emil, that's extreme. For a person like a peasant Hungarian, a peasant Romanian, extreme is what these guys are trying to push, don't you think? Oh, we try to be progressive. Well, if progress goes towards a cliff where then you go down, I don't want to be that progressive. Hey, as long as you don't hurt anybody, be there, do your thing. If you want to put a feather in your ass and say that you're Napoleon, go do it. I don't care. And you want to have sex with trees? I don't care, man. But don't expect me to see that as normal or celebrate it. You know what I mean? Or be proud of. Don't fire me if I don't see that as normal and say, yeah, man, I celebrate the month or the, I don't know, 6 months of this kind of whatever you want to call it this way. A liberation, empowerment, all these bullshit words that turn into perversity. And that, I'm empowered, and I make pictures naked. I'm so empowered. I have an article like that. I was like, what the fuck? Is that empowerment? Or you're just objectifying yourself, you know? Objectifying, I think it is. Objectifying yourself. I feel so empowered because I show my boobs and I'm so free. What? That's your freedom. Okay, then that's your level, I guess. I'm so powerful. I got an article like that. I want to make a video where I was like, what the hell is, I'm going to speak 3 hours here. And I don't mind, but I think you're going to get, have other things to do. Brussels and Budapest have repeatedly locked horns over the rule of law, as well as education and migration policies. Hungary also voiced opposition to the EU's decision last month to provide a hefty sum to Kiev amid the ongoing Russian special military operation. The European Commission has pledged to hold back all 22 billion euros, which is $23 billion, of the bloc's cohesion funds for Hungary. Cohesion, not coercion, my bad. Cohesion funds, that's how it's called, cohesion. How do you want cohesion funds to Hungary until Budapest meets conditions on the asylum system? Asylum, that means illegal immigrants or people who want to, I want to be Hungarian because I get fucked up in another country and you have to accept me because Brussels said so. Academic freedoms, I don't know what that means, and I know exactly what that means because they explain it. Teaching a certain kind of ideology to children, and that ideology will be, and then is going to be explained in the next 2 words. LGBTQ plus rights and judicial independence. The funds aim to provide support to EU members with a gross national income per capita, blah blah blah. This is called cohesion funds. These cohesion funds are for asylum seeking. I don't think that's cohesion though, but anyway. But probably they have to, everybody has to do it. That's why it's cohesion somehow. Oh my God. And believe me, I read about because for me it was what's going on with these rights right here with academic freedom. Academic freedom is that Hungary, I read in another article and I'm familiar with that, Hungary, the government of Hungary, said that they will not allow a certain kind of teachings of, changing your sex and things like this in school for children below a certain kind of age. That means that's not the government's job to indoctrinate you, accepting or not. If your parents, or if you decide when you're in the 12th grade or something, that's your choice. And that is something that Brussels says, no, you got to teach a, 3rd grader that is normal, this is normal, that is okay with that. Indoctrination, that's what's called this one. All right, that's what it is. Let the child or let the adult decide when he gets over there. It's not the country's or the union's job to tell your children what to accept or not. But this is pushing certain kind of values, and that would bypass the parents. The parents should not have their values. The parents should have the European values coming from Brussels. What is this? And then at the same time they say we love diversity. what kind of diversity you love. And you love it until you reach your goal, and then you're not going to like diversity anymore. You like the way we are, which is nothing. We're all the same. Really? They like diversity. They don't like the Hungarian be Hungarian. Let the Romanian be a Romanian. Let the French be French. Oh, you bring some more, and then what are they going to do? What are they going to do? What happens when, let's say, you have a group of French, Germans, Italians, Romanians, and you have them like that? That's diversity. You have different cultures, different traditions. That's diversity. Now, let's say you put them all together in a room, and they start, what are you going to have? You're not going to have the French. You say, oh, we're going to have everything. You're not going to have everything. You're going to have French with a German, Romanian with a Hungarian, and what are you going to have? What are you? I don't know, something, a new guy. I'm the European guy. I don't know, my ancestry is like, I don't know, French, German, Hungarian. I don't know what my parents did with their ancestry and so on. Is that diversity? There's no more diversity because we all become European. There's not going to be a French, it's not going to be a German, it's going to be, something. Oh, and if you bring more in this, gene pool, you're going to have more diversity that's going to turn into what? What's the end goal? What's the end game here? What's the goal of this? Definitely is not diversity, because diversity, you would have it. How do you have diversity? By holding to the different parts. But if you put them together, you create all like nothing. Like here in the States, oh, I'm American. Yes, you are American. We are Americans, yeah. But you ask them, what are you? Oh, I'm this. No, you're an American. This is a different country. This is a different way this country was formed. Not like the ones in Europe. But hey, they rewrite history and they rewrite the, I don't know. It's just, anyway, so Hungary will not get the $23 billion, but Ukraine will get it. And remember, the what's his name? Ukraine banned political parties, banned a religion, Christian denomination, arrested certain kind of people that were politically, opposing their point of view. What else? So media, religion, and they get the $18 billion without any problems. They don't have to do any reforms. They're perfect. But you guys, Hungary, you're held to a different standard. Yeah. So it tells you a little bit what's going on here. The European Union, I think, will implode or explode, either way, by its own decisions. And they're kept together because of the money. And it's the how do you call it, the bad guy over there, which is Russia. And we have to stay together, united, because that's the common enemy. Somehow is the common enemy. It's not a common enemy. That guy might not be my enemy. Could be yours. Don't lump me into this as being my enemy. No, it's your enemy. You made that guy your enemy. It's not mine. I don't think Russia is Ukraine's, Russia is Hungary's enemy. Maybe it's, I don't know, and besides, whose country or the politicians? Do you think that Russia is Germans' population's enemy, or just the guys in charge who wanna portray it as, hey, that is your enemy. If you don't do what we say, if you don't send them that, if you don't listen to the American masters, we don't listen to whatever they tell us to do, then the Russian boot will be tomorrow morning at your doorstep, take your wife, take your kid, and take you to the gulags. That's what's going to be. Really? That's how the story goes. So we got to do something. Turn off the light, turn off the heat, eat less, drive less, just consume whatever we tell you, watch TV, give money, have a lower standard of living, and there you have it, man. And listen to me 100%, and listen to the mass media, because they tell you the truth, and they want everything what's best for you. Great. This is the new European sheep. That's what they are. That's why I turn it. We are on the way, but we are a little bit further. We still have to catch up. Not catch up though, catch up like catch up. Covered territory. This is what it is, my friends. Hungary, no money. Ukraine somehow is ahead of Hungary in implementing all these things that the European wants Hungary to implement. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. As I always say, these guys bend the rules according to the circumstance, however they want it. They say you should not steal, but if this guy steals, it's fine. But our rule is do not steal. Really? Let me take my violin and give you a little bit of whatever, Paganini here. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.